Hi, today let's talk about embedded derivatives that are so closely related to their host contracts that they don't need to be accounted for separately. Embedded derivatives are often part of financial or non-financial contracts, but when these derivatives are closely tied to the economic characteristics of the host contract, they are treated as part of that contract. Let's break it down with some examples. First, consider embedded derivatives tied to interest rates or indices. If these don't allow settlements where the holder either loses a substantial investment or doubles their returns beyond market levels, they're considered closely related to the host. Interest rate floors or caps are another example. If these align with market rates when the contract was issued, aren't leveraged, and directly relate to the host contract, they remain part of it. Similarly, caps or floors tied to asset prices like commodities are closely related if they were out of the money at the start and remain unleveraged. Now, what about foreign currency derivatives? For instance, in a dual currency bond, the embedded foreign currency component is closely related because exchange rate gains or losses are accounted for under foreign exchange standards. In non-financial or insurance contracts, foreign currency derivatives are also closely related when payments are in functional currencies of the contracting parties, in globally standard currencies like USD for crude oil, or in stable currencies common in the economic environment. Prepayment options are another interesting case. If these arise from financial instruments without embedded derivatives and retain the original terms of the debt, they are closely tied to the host. Lease contracts can also have closely related embedded derivatives. Examples include features tied to inflation indices like the Consumer Price Index, contingent rentals based on sales, or variable interest rates, as long as the lease isn't leveraged. Lastly, in unit-linked contracts, if payments reflect the current unit values based on the fair value of the fund's assets, these are considered closely related. Similarly, embedded derivatives in insurance contracts are closely related if they're so interdependent with the host that measuring them separately isn't feasible. Understanding these relationships is key to determining whether an embedded derivative should be treated separately or remain part of the host contract. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.